Okay, and we are live, right? Welcome everyone to the latest episode of the Cronos Stream AMA. My name is Jay. I'm part of the Cronos Labs Partnerships team, and today, together with me, we have three very wonderful speakers representing their respective projects. So for all of you who are first time joining us in our Cronos Stream AMA, right, it is a platform for projects that have very recent exciting updates or something that's exciting to come, right, to come onto the platform to share to all of you Crow fam, right, what are these exciting updates, right? So we have been running the Cronos stream for a couple of months now, and this time round we have three wonderful speakers: Nathan, Looney, Connor, representing Ebisus Bay, Kaching, and Eisen Labs, respectively. Okay, I'll give each of the speakers, your own time to give a quick introduction. Perhaps Nathan, you can take it away first. Right, very nice to have you here.
Sure, thanks, Jay. Yeah, I'm the founder of Ebisus Bay, Nathan. I'm really happy to be here again. I have lots of exciting updates. I'm really excited about everything we're doing, and really excited to be here and join you.
Cool, awesome. Very great to have you here. Looney, you want to take it away?
Sure, thanks, Jay. My name's Looney. I'm the product lead at Kaching. We're quite a new protocol, but we have a lot of new and exciting updates coming as well. So yeah, hopefully we can share that in the coming couple minutes.
Awesome. Connor.
Yeah, thank you, Zay. Hello, CrowFam. I'm Connor Zay, the founder of Eisen, which provides aggregating liquidity solutions to provide better prices for users. So we mainly focus on enhancing capital efficiency and bridging CeFi and DeFi for mass adoptions.
Right, awesome. Very awesome to have all of you three here with us today, coming from different parts of the world. So how the agenda of the Cronos stream will run is that all of the projects will be having like 10 to 15 minutes to give their respective updates, right? We'll first start off with Ebisus Bay, followed by Kaching, and then we'll end off with Eisen Labs. And then if, let's say, someone in the audience has a question, feel free to type it out on the YouTube chat or just reply to the tweet talking about the AMA, and then we'll pull your question out to ask to the speakers. Okay, so let's get started with Ebisus Bay, right, Nathan? I mean, you guys obviously has been making quite a lot of noise in the ecosystem recently with Ryoshi Dynasties, right? And perhaps for the benefit of Crow fam who might not be too familiar with Ebisus Bay, Ryoshi Dynasties, can you give this introduction of what you guys are doing?
Sure. So, Ebisus Bay is the very first NFT marketplace on Cronos. We launched the day the chain went live, and we've been here to serve the community ever since. And about 3 months ago, we launched our platform token, Fortune, which is trading on BVS right now and on MEXC. And what Fortune does is it allows us to enable all kinds of exciting things in the platform, but primarily is what you mentioned, Ryoshi Dynasties, which allows NFT communities to come together, form factions, and engage in PvP in weekly games to kind of determine who's going to win platform rewards for the following week. So we just finished the first season of Ryoshi Dynasties, and it was, I'd say, a smashing success. A lot of interest and excitement in what we're doing, and we're continuing to roll out new features every week. I mentioned that players get to engage in PvP in these weekly games, and so they do that by staking our token into the platform. That gives them troops that they get to place on the map, every week. But a lot of people have given us the feedback that maybe they want to support the platform and stake Fortune and earn APRs and stuff, but they might not want to play the game. So what we're enabling within the next week or two is the ability to kind of withdraw those troops to the blockchain and then trade them on the open market. So that way you might be able to have this opportunity to earn some passive income by just taking your troops that you get every week and then selling those to other people who want to play the game. And so we're really excited for that feature to come out. And then at the end of this month, we're going to be launching our Hero Collection, which is a group of kind of like D&D inspired characters that you'll get to kind of deploy onto the battlefield as well. They'll have extra kind of abilities. There's 7 different player classes. Of course, my favorite's always been the Rogue. But we have Tinker, Wizard, blanket here, but 7 classes: Priest, Paladin, Druid, Warrior. So very exciting for that. So the mint for that's going to be coming actually on Halloween, last day of the month, and it's going to be a super limited amount of pieces, only just 1,000 to get us started. Those will be the Gen 0 Warrior heroes, and then from there we'll have this whole elaborate kind of breeding and cloning system to kind of go from there. So that's everything that we got coming up within this next month. And I guess I got to mention that we also have incorporated a leveling system into Ebisus Bay as well. So as you kind of participate in the platform, you're actually kind of leveling up your own account. And there'll be all kinds of exciting secret rewards coming for those who get into the highest level each season. So
nice.
Yeah,
very, very
lots
exciting
of fun stuff going on.
Yeah, and let's unpack some of this stuff, right? Because I mean, you guys have obviously been doing a lot of like new innovative things on chain, and you started as Ebisus Bay, right? NFT marketplace, which is very similar concept with like OpenSea, who started off on Ethereum. How did you make this pivot into gamifying more on-chain activities, right? And what changed? What inspired you to do so?
So I took thanks for the question. I took a lot of inspiration from DeFi Kingdoms actually. I love the whole theme and how they took the simple concept of a DEX and actually made it really exciting and fun to do by collecting all the different heroes and doing all the different quests and just kind of giving some incentive to do the more kind of mundane DeFi tasks that we have been doing for several years now. And so I kind of wanted to do the same sort of thing with, but we're have that spin on NFT marketplace rather than a DEX. And I also wanted to solve the problem. A lot of communities, come together and they are banding around these NFT collections, but I've seen them just kind of struggle to kind of deliver some sort of utility to the community or something other than just the sense of brotherhood from just sharing or owning some art that you like. So what we're kind of allowing people to do is bring their own game pieces, into the ecosystem by launching their own NFT collections and then using those as game pieces within the Ebisus Bay platform. So that was another kind of thing that we really wanted to solve, is just providing that use case and utility, to collections within the entire ecosystem and building a cohesive ecosystem together, with all these different collections.
Yeah, and that really puts like Ryoshi Dynasties in the center place, right? Where it creates not only new utility but new experiences, gamified, like for new NFT collection, being able to rally their community to deploy troops on strategic locations in the Ryoshi Dynasties. I think that not only rallies the users but also creators who wants to get a footing in a very, very crowded space, right? And also for NFT marketplaces, which has, I think there are many NFT marketplaces in the space today. There are also a lot of white label services. I think what you guys are doing, it's really trying to differentiate yourself from other players by giving this unique gamified on-chain experiences to your end users, to other creators as well, right? So just now you did mention a few, like just now in the introduction, you did mention a few upcoming items that you are planning to launch. Maybe let's package them again. Like let's say I'm a user who joins your community today. What can I look forward to in Q4?
Sure. So I think the first thing that we've already begun rolling out is the ability to kind of level up your own kind of commanding character, which is, I'd say, it's your wallet, right? And so anything you do within the platform, whether that be make a sale, accept an offer, stake our token into the platform, we have this giant list of all kinds of things. You'll start to earn experience points and kind of level up your account. And then, as accounts level up, they're going to unlock new features within the platform. They'll get airdropped rewards, raffle tickets, all these kinds of things. So that's began to roll out a few weeks ago, and we're adding more and more things you can do to get experience points every day. And then right around the corner is what I mentioned, the ability to take your troops and kind of withdraw them onto the chain and trade them on the open marketplace. And they're a really unique 1155 style token that's actually taxable. So once you withdraw your troops to the blockchain, you'll actually have to pay a weekly upkeep. You know, you got to keep them fed. They're not just regular 1155 tokens. That, you know, these are living beings almost, and you gotta feed them every week, or else they're sadly not going to make it. And as you transfer them around, you'll incur a penalty as well. So I think that'll kind of help keep the player base engaged with these kind of unique rules around this new token that we're releasing. And then what I'm really most excited about is our hero launch, which is coming at the end of this month. That's really going to be the foundation for the next kind of wave of gameplay that we're going to bring into the platform. So you'll be able to get a couple of these 1,000 heroes, and then do all kinds of different quests with them. Next level PvP as well. One-on-one fights with them, and a kind of King of the Hill style battle. And then they'll also be used to kind of lead your troops into the gameplay that we already have going on now, where I mentioned the NFT collections get to fight against each other to claim platform rewards. So now these heroes that are coming up are going to have a special role in this gameplay as well. So I'm really super excited about it. The artwork is looking fantastic, and I'm really excited for this event to come.
Right. Also, like three very huge milestones upcoming. Right. The EXP for user like USB tied to user profile. I think that it's essentially like a loyalty tracker, right? For users who interact more, they can level up in your ecosystem. Right, troops, you're tokenizing the troops, which used to be like off-chain assets, if I'm not wrong, right? Giving it a chain flavor, and then your upcoming mint for your hero collection. Right, so very exciting. I think few months to come.
Finishing the year with a bang for sure.
Yeah, I think this year has been a very exciting year for the Ebisus Bay ecosystem for sure. I think Viewership Dynasty has been a very strong success in terms of on-chain metrics. So really kudos to you and your team, which I'm sure has been working very hard to deliver all this like safely, securely, and also good user experience. And I see like on the left of your screen there's the OG Ebisus Bay VIP NFT right there. So just throw back to almost 2 years ago where it first launched. Right. So quite a lot of progress since then, and really great stuff. Maybe just to end things off, if let's say I'm a new user to Viewership Dynasties and Ebisus Bay, what's the best way for me to get started into your ecosystem?
Sure. Yeah. So it's a complex system. It gets more and more complex all the time. And so I think the best way is to really kind of I'd say join into the Discord. Our Discord is super active. There's lots of people there that are really excited about what we're doing. They're eager to help and answer questions. So hop into our Discord, discord.gg/EbisusBay, and just kind of join in the community from there. Go read through our wiki, and then I think the next step is to pick which community you want to join, and start playing the game, stake our token in the bank, and start in on these weekly games. And it's just great to join in on the fun.
Okay. Great. So CrowFam, if your first time you have not been part of Ebisus Bay community, head to their Twitter, join their Discord, just start chatting, and you'll learn what's the first step to enter into the Ebisus Bay Viewership Dynasty ecosystem. Right. So thanks for sharing, Nathan. Right, it was very insightful.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
Very exciting few months to come for Viewership Dynasties. Okay. Next up, Looney, who is product lead at Kaching. right? One of the very, very new protocols that launched on Cronos recently that has gotten some form of traction. So Looney, maybe give a quick intro about yourself and about Kaching for users that are not familiar with you.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, so my name is Looney. A little bit about myself. I actually, right out of school, I joined a traditional finance company um, where I learned a lot of different things about working professionally, but ultimately, I wanted something more challenging for myself, right? Something outside of just maintaining the status quo. I wanted to push the boundaries and the frontier a little bit. So that's why I decided to go into a centralized exchange first, and then I built my interest there, and then ultimately decided to kind of work on something that people can use in the Web3 space and kind of improve their lives through that a little bit. And with Kaching, I think it's a perfect segue for my kind of transition into Web3, because I actually like to draw a lot of parallels between what's in TradFi or what's in TradFi to what we have here. So Kaching in itself is a protocol that helps people earn, right? Helps people save and earn. We do that by utilizing people's latent CRO. So perhaps many people have CRO just sitting in their wallets, right, while they're waiting for the right opportunity to maybe ape into a coin or like buy an NFT on Ebisus or something. But ultimately, when this money's in the wallet and unused, there's like a loss of potential, right? There's an opportunity cost of holding it. So our vision was to kind of take that CRO and put it into a yield source where it can be put into work, right? And then once the yield is, when we harvest the yield, we will then distribute it to our users through a very fun and impartial lottery system. And so theoretically, with just even one CRO deposit, you could potentially win, 35,000 CRO every week. So that's kind of like although that's hard and it's quite low in chance, it's the sort of like attraction of this protocol.
I see. So it's pretty much a form of on-chain lottery system for users or holders of Crow where the Crow is sitting idle in their wallets to deposit into Kaching, and then they have this chance to win outsized rewards.
Correct. Yeah, and especially we wanted it to be flexible as well, right? So we don't do any lockups right now. We want it always be just one click away from users being able to use their CRO, right? So withdraw, then they can spend it wherever they want to.
I see. So maybe let's go a bit like to the next step of how it works. Maybe can you share what is a user flow, right? Let's say I have Crow in my MetaMask or my DeFi wallet right now. How does it actually work with Kaching?
Absolutely, yeah. So as a user, first you would go onto our website, and there are multiple places to enter the deposit flow, as we say. So once you enter that, all you need to do is plug in the numbers of how much CRO you want to deposit, and then we will wrap the CRO for you and deposit into our yield source contract, right? So every week, then all this money deposited into the yield source contract, it will get yield. We'll harvest them, and then we will start the draw process. So each user we calculate their normalized balance. So this is the proportion of their contribution from timestamp A to timestamp B. And then we allocate the number of picks. So each pick will then have its unique number and is compared to our sort of a quote unquote winning number. And depending on your degree of match or your tier of match, then you can earn prizes from 200 CRO all the way up to 35,000 CRO.
I see. Yeah. So there is that form of randomness that you guys do on chain to make sure that the draw is fair and how winners are chosen is fair.
Yes. Yeah. Everything's verifiable on chain. That's the whole point of what we wanted to do. We wanted to be flexible. We wanted to be fun, but ultimately we want to be transparent and safe. So that was always at the core of whatever we built, and will continue to be in the core of whatever we build as well.
Okay, so safe to say the target profile of users who should use Kaching, it's if let's say a user holds idle Crow and not using it at all, they should deposit into Kaching in order to in order to not make sure that their assets are not idle and have a chance to win an outsized reward.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people, I think this is, yeah, even myself, I had a lot of spare CRO just sitting around. And so, yeah, putting it here would be great use. Again, we're super safe, transparent. You know exactly where your money is going at all times, and you can always withdraw it as well. And the outsized rewards is something, it's always a nice incentive, right? I'm just waiting for the day where, I can turn one CRO into 35,000 CRO in a week.
Yeah, I remember seeing on Twitter some of the Crow fam did post, like quite lucky wins. So I guess that's like, if you are fortunate within Kaching, you might actually get multiples of what you deposit in. But I mean, the risk would obviously be smart contract risk that all users should take note of whenever interacting with any applications on chain, no matter what blockchain you're interacting with. Okay, so I think the product is pretty clear right now. What are your plans in the coming months? Right? What let's say like I'm a user on Kaching today. What can I be looking out for in the coming months?
Mhm. I'll start with something that's kind of more exciting. So in about a week's time, we will be going live with our own protocol token, which we use to sort of just hopefully as a way for people to have more vested interest in the protocol. So there are multiple ways to get on the whitelist of this IGO, which will be held on VVS. One of which I've been instructed by my marketing teammate to say is that we will have a Zeely campaign. So all the top 100 people in terms of Zeely XP, they will be automatically added into the whitelist so that they can access the IGO as well. But besides the token, we are also looking to creating different strategies, different yield strategies to get yield. And ultimately, we wanted to create this snowball effect. So the more attractive the yield is, the more people will deposit, and this will in turn lead to more yield and more prizes. So that's always in the horizon as well. Aside from that, we also have a bunch of different UI UX enhancements. As mentioned, if you go on a protocol, we're actually quite a little bit gamified as well. We wanted to keep it light and fun. So we're always in the lookout for different types of animations. We've had rap songs, like user-generated rap songs, which is it was pretty cool to see. So we're going to continue to do those and reward users who put their time and effort into helping us build this protocol into something of a community, right? Not just a protocol, but we want to be something more.
Okay. Interesting. So to summarize, you'll be launching your own governance token, your own protocol token. You will be launching new strategies to get additional yield for Crow that is parked in Kaching, and then further UI UX enhancement to essentially give users a better experience.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I want to say that on our Discord, we're also pretty open to community feedback. We've always asked community for what they want, and we're going to continue to do so. So if there are new entrants to Kaching, potentially from this AMA or existing people as well, please feel free to just drop whatever it is that you want to see built on Kaching, and yeah, we'll do our best to kind of build what everyone wants.
Okay. And what would be the best way for users to find out more about Kaching or to get started today?
Yeah, I think the best way would be to join our Discord. We're pretty active on there. We have wonderful community managers, and the team is quite responsive on there as well. If people are looking for something that is more in depth and perhaps to understand how the protocol works on a more granular level, then they can go on our Gitbook, so docs.kaching.win. And I think especially on Discord, people can feel free to ask questions, and yeah, I myself personally will also answer your questions. So my DMs are open, so please feel free.
Okay, awesome. Right, thanks for sharing about Kaching Looney. Right, it was very great to have you on. And I think like anything that was shared on this stream is also not meant to be financial advice, be any token or NFT sale. Right? So it's very important for any of users who are tuning in to always do your own research, right? Do your own due diligence. If you want to take part in any investments, right? Make sure you are doing proper research before making any investments. Okay. So we have our last speaker today, which is Connor representing Eisen Lab. So Eisen was one of the Cronos Accelerator project in the cohort 2 that ended 2 months ago. Right, Connor, it's very great to have you on with us again. Maybe give a quick introduction about yourself, about Eisen Labs, for people who are first time hearing about you.
Yeah. Hello, Profam. Hi, my name is Connor from Eisen. Before I got into the Web3 space, I delved into the world of arbitrage, including DEX arbitrage as well. So where I uncovered lucrative and low-risk opportunities. So I dropped out of medical college, and right now I am one of the co-founders of Eisen Labs. In the beginning, my approach involved a thorough examination of trader behaviors, which revealed that irrational trades stemming from a lack of understanding of DEX mechanisms like constant product market maker from Uniswap V2. And we could yield substantial profits from this transaction, but I had concerns about that because they don't know how it really works. So, reminiscent of historical fat finger errors, motivated by this insight, we embarked on a mission to develop tools tailored to traders seeking enhanced decision making capabilities and robust data analysis tools. So far, due to uh, so it is related to our personal experience, make DeFi more reliable. And from my observation, it has become increasingly challenging for individuals to grasp the intricacies of using various protocols. Many investors appear more focused on executing transactions rather than acquiring a deep understanding of the underlying processes, and all of the decentralized mechanism makes more complexity. So we wanted to make more abstraction. So numerous individuals can use the protocols they want to use, and they can jump into the DeFi space from CeFi. So we wanted to tackle all of them, not just from the DeFi space, but also CeFi crypto users, as they are one of our parts. So we Eisen team comprised dedicated and mathematically driven business strategists. So we wanted to make more safer decision for the traders, and we wanted to provide the comparison result between CeFi and DeFi. So in it is live on our chart in our website, so you can check the Binance spot market and DEX spot prices and compare BBS and also other from Fulcrum exchange rates. So by aggregating all of the DEXs, users can make more profitable decision by using our protocols.
Okay, so essentially you are providing a very optimized DEX aggregator service and you guys integrated Cronos recently, right? Maybe for a user that is not very like used to DeFi, right? Let's say I am new to DeFi. Why should I swap tokens on Eisen Finance rather than swapping it directly on VBS?
Yeah, so for Eisen, we use the BBS, the access, but in underlying process, we use the BBS pools, but we integrate other pools like CrossSwap and Fulcrum and other DEXs so that we can finding out some optimal routes, just splitting the amount to all DEXs so that we can maximize the output tokens for the users. And also for the users who want to swap in different protocols, they should approve the tokens in each page. And we wanted to unify all of the interface so that any users who have approved to one protocols, they can use they can access to all protocols like including DEXs and Tectonic, as they might want to stake in the pools or withdraw from the pools. So Let's imagine you want to deposit USDT into the lending pools in Tectonic, but you have only Cronos tokens. Without Eisen, you would typically need to swap your Cronos token on a platform like VBS Finance, then navigate to the lending protocols page and approve the USDT and deposit the USDT transaction. So this process would require 3 separate transactions. With Eisen, we simplify this process. You can select Cronos as your token in and the token out you wish to deposit, such as interest-bearing USDT or Tectonic USDT, and it executed all in a single transaction.
Right, understood. So in terms of the user experience, rather than going multiple steps, multiple depths, um, across like maybe one, like your end goal is across 5 steps, you can actually do it in a single step on Eisen Finance. I think that's a very great user experience enhancement, and also a more optimized exchange rate, right? Like for example, if I were to go to VVS to swap 100 USDC into CRO, right, the slippage on VVS might be higher as compared to swapping on Eisen, where you route it through VVS, MMF, Prodex, and maybe any other, or like and maybe Fulcrum, in order to get the more optimized, lowest slippage output. Am I getting that right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, awesome. And what are you guys? So you guys have already launched your aggregator on Cronos. What are you guys up to in the coming months in terms of like product development?
Yes, for now we have integrated the centralized exchanges like Binance, and we also preparing for the crypto.com as well. So you can compare the results between the DEXs in Cronos ecosystem and from the Binance and crypto.com centralized exchanges. And also we'd like to provide some derivative market for the DeFi, as most of the DEX aggregators, they focus on the spot market. But what I think of the importance in DeFi space right now is the derivative markets. So we like to provide the position management for the users who want to leverage the position for in terms of L farming or something like that. And so right now we have integrated the Fulcrum for uh, providing the liquidity and removing the liquidity, and we will release this version maybe in this month, and we will also represent a new thing using flash loan thing. So as you already know, there is no flash loan service in Kronos right now, as it has some sort of negative effect. But for us, we will just provide some whitelisted traders so that they can use just for the leveraging the borrowing position for staking to other pools. So that they can make more yields, and also they can counter trade from the transaction so that they can protect themselves from the MAB. So maybe these features will be adapted in the mid of October, I guess, and we will aggregate more DEXs, as also there was a new event from the BBS Finance, as they newly launched the concentrate liquidity market maker method for the beta version. So we will also update soon, and after that, the users would gain more profits from our projects, because most of the DEXs in Kronos ecosystem right now, they use Uniswap V2 based constant product market maker. But after the BBS V3, there will be more capital efficient experiences for the users.
Okay, so it's overall a win-win, right? I mean, for users who trade directly on VVS, trade directly on Eisen, with V3 launching, right, that definitely helps with much lower slippage and potentially even lower fees trades, right? And executing through Eisen allows users to get the option of if you want to do routing through different kind of dexes to get an optimal trade route, I think that would be a very if let's say you want to maximize your returns, right, that would be a very like a wiser move than just trading directly on a single dex. Okay, and I mean, how can users get started with Eisen Labs, right? If let's say they want to understand more about what the DEX aggregator is about or understand your algorithms, how can they get started?
Yeah, so if you get into our website, so is there will be the chart page and also input page for the token in, token out. So if you type in the token in amount, our pathfinding algorithm automatically calculate the output amount for the optimal, so that, and also they can compare the results between the single DEXs like previous finance for Chrome between our DEX aggregator. So you can compare all the ledgers from not just from the CeFi to DeFi, but also from the Cronos DeFi, Cronos CeFi as well. And there is a tab for the introduction. So there is a button next to the chart. If you click this, there is a views tab to make some swaps. So if you have to approve the tokens to our contracts, and you can make some transaction, and as we make some signature base so that users can limit their approval with the expiration date, and also they can remove the approval from our contract after some maybe there's some minds changing. So you can use the for swaps, and also if you select the output token for tectonic, you can deposit your assets, and if you select token in from the tectonic tokens, and you can withdraw the tokens from our routers.
Got it. Okay. Final question to you. Maybe this one is more personal, right? I mean, you are a founder in the Web3 space who is navigating fundraising through the bear market, right? It's definitely a challenging time, right? And I think a lot of other founders who are still fundraising are also in this similar stage. So what tips and advice would you give to startups or Web3 founders who are at this similar stage to you, looking to fundraise through the bear market?
Yeah, absolutely happy to help. Yeah, first and foremost, in a bear market with high interest rates, it's crucial to be financially conservative. So I think keep your spending to a minimum and explore various avenues to generate revenue. Participating in accelerator programs. So I think the Kronos accelerator program good was good experience for our team, and you can get into the hackathon for the marketing size, and pursuing grants can be excellent ways to support your startup financially. And there's a saying: "It's not the strong who survive; it's the resilient who endure." Even if adjustment to our product or approach are necessary, and also it's vital to remain faithful to our vision and core mission. So, and furthermore, staying well informed about the latest trends and strategies in the Web3 space and economics. And as we live in Web2 as well, so along with the regulatory compliance is essential. And also in Web3, as most of the protocols are decentralized, collaboration would be invaluable in navigating the challenge of fundraising in the bear market.
Okay, right. Thanks for the tips. I think it would be very useful to many founders who are raising in this period, right? To essentially try to keep the runway long enough in order to have a successful fundraise down the line. Right. So thanks for the tips and also sharing about Eisen to pro fam who might not have heard of you guys and can have a better avenue to check you guys out right now. Right, so thanks, Connor. Okay, so all of the speakers have shared about their own protocols. I've seen some questions in the chat, so I'll just bring it up. And then after the questions, we'll wrap up the stream. Okay, so the first one, maybe this one is to Kaching for Looney. So it's by Mr. Wheels who asked like when Fortune, Kaching, draw pool. Right? I think perhaps the essence of the question is will there be additional pools to accept other form of tokens for like draws apart from Crow?
Yeah, I think that's definitely on the perhaps something that we can consider for sure. We're always looking to expand the horizons of what's possible. So yeah, I would say there's definitely a possibility. Yes.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I see on Twitter there's a question asking where is Ken? Why isn't he here with us today? Right, so Ken unfortunately can't be here with us in this stream today, but in the next Cronos stream in the coming weeks, Ken will be back. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Okay, this question it's to Nathan regarding Ebisus Bay. Also by Mr. Wheels, who asked about would there be any renting of troops or attacking NFTs? Nathan, maybe you want to make sense of this question and answer it.
Thanks. Yeah. So, I kind of talked a little bit about that earlier today in the stream, where here pretty soon troops you'll be able to withdraw them to the chain, and then from there you can accept offers on them, and also sell them as well. Renting is not on the immediate roadmap, but that's something we're going to be supporting, in general on the platform. And so once that's live, we'll definitely be using that for several different things within the gamification of the market for sure. And I wanted to correct my question before you asked what's the best way to get started, and I gave a horrible answer. I'm gonna just re-answer that question. I'm gonna say just hop on to ebisusbay.com and then do a little bit of shopping, pick out an NFT that you like, make a purchase, and then you're officially part of that community, and you'll have started to kind of earn some experience points already. And that's the best way to kind of get started with the Ebisus Bay. So thank you.
Right. And if I remember correctly, there are some very low cost NFTs where also are earning rewards, fortune rewards on the platform. So I think they're very
like less than $1 even for sure. So there's and even great art. So there's lots of really cool things up there for sale.
Yeah, the best way to get started is like getting your hands dirty in that ecosystem for sure. Okay. If not, I think it's time to wrap up the AMA. Right, so very huge thanks to all three speakers: Nathan from Ebisus Bay, Looney from Kaching, Connor from Eisen Labs for joining us today from their respective time zones. I know we are spread across the globe, so very early or very late for either of you guys, but thanks for taking the time to come on and share about yourself, your projects, what's the next updates, what's to come. I think Crow Fam would be definitely looking forward to that. And for all those who are tuning in or will be listening into the recording on YouTube, right? Feel free to check out the various projects on their social media, their Twitter, their Discord, or like Nathan said, get your hands dirty, get started. And that's the best way and quickest way to learn about each platform. Right. So we will be doing this Cronos stream every 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. So stay tuned. Follow Cronos on Twitter and on YouTube for the next updates on when the next AMA stream will be. Right, so thanks everyone for tuning in, and have a good morning, good evening, good night. Cheers.
Thanks, Dave, for